Hello everyone, my name is impending and this is another reaction for Overlord. It is season 3 episode 10. And well, you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, go down into my descriptions, there's a link. Follow it, replace the circumflex.parts by real dots and enjoy the reaction. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back to Disaster. So, I mean, I guess we all know where this is going. It is a little nice prelude. It shows the good and the bad sides of the Aristocrats kingdom. The struggles they have internally, kind of fighting against each other. But it shows a lot of good people, a lot of faithful people, a lot of those who try to do something good for their kingdom, for the people living there. And after what happened in the last episodes, I am kind of afraid that I know what will happen. And the only question here is, what is Ainz thinking? What is our sorcerer king really thinking about all of this? Will he, well, in the end, allow everyone to be killed? Will he want them all to be killed? Talking about my discussion last time, you know, do you want to rule about rebels or do you want to rule about living people? That's the big question here. I mean, he knows Stronov, so maybe there's a moment when he remembers his courage and his loyalty. Him being a good person, you know, and how much of this does count for him. Because it seems to me very much, and some of you wrote comments that kind of pushed that further, that Ainz is going more and more into the undead territory. While when we started with the series, he was very much still the human inside, that was a player, and had more, I wouldn't say control, but he had morals who were more human morals. And over these 3 seasons, his morals more and more changed to that of the character he is, of the lich, of the undead sorcerer, of the big king ruling about all and everything. So I'm pretty sure if he would, in the form he is now, in the feeling version of what he is now, appear in this world, the first episodes would have been completely different. He wouldn't possibly not have saved these the village of Karn. But we will see. We will see. I still have a bit of hope, although in the past these hopes were very often crushed. So here we go. What I didn't think about last time when it was about Lord Ainz declaring himself a king and saying, "This is my kingdom," is the fact that Karn village and the woods around it and the place where the Tomb of Nazarick is, just on the map, belongs to the Aristocrats kingdom. So by proclaiming being a king of this area, he says, "This is mine. I will take it away from you." Thus he has an alliance with the Empire now, and the Empire, as every year, as it seems, marches in for a little war. The Empire simply stated, yeah, we support this. Say yes or war. I mean, in the end, the Aristocrats kingdom has to declare war, which is a bit weird, because it's not like they are the ones who do declare the war, it's the Empire and Lord Ainz. But they are saying, like, either do this or you declare war, so they say, yeah, whatever, screw it, we will fight. They additionally, which is nice, because I really like it, because in many ways this sometimes were the ways that wars were fought. They talk to each other still and say, let's meet there for a fight, instead of we are invading you, you are invading us. No, they are like, yeah, let's meet on the field of battle at this specified destination at this time. Well, why not? So I guess we will hopefully have a huge fight. However, I really ask myself how much of a fight that will be after seeing what Lord Ainz just brought with him. But that's something else to discuss. I will do soon. We had, as I said, a lot of the Resai's kingdom and their leaders, the aristocrats and everyone, in the picture. So we had the very different kinds of marquis, barons, and so on and so forth. Some of them were good, some of them felt bad. Raven, who I hadn't so much in the plan yet, seems to be a pretty nice guy, surprisingly. So he is possibly loyal to the crown and loyal to the realm, and he really wants to help. I mean, I give him a very big plus for the way that he interacts with his son, I have to admit, although it's a bit far. But by doing so, they show that he's a good man, a good person. I don't like so much how he talks to his wife, however. But well, seeing that nice persons in the past very often died, I try not to get too attached to him. Stronov, the royal head warrior, well, he knows what they're up against in case of the Sorcerer King, so he said, let's just give him the land. And honestly, it would have been the best decision, just by loss of life, I'm very sure. But I understand that the king cannot do that. You will lose your power if you do stuff like that. You will, as he said, at least we have to fight for it. The question there would have been, in the end, the better option would have been like, I would like to discuss it first. Can we meet up? Can we have like, I don't know, a council? And if needed, a fight with some small troops against each other to instead of a full army. But well, how to know that before? I'm a bit surprised that they did not try to negotiate with Lord Ainz here. I understand they don't negotiate with the Empire at all, because they have long time of rivalry and wars with each other, so they know that's not helping. But having like a discussion with Lord Ainz might have been an option. And I'm surprised they didn't do it. They did skip that one. They have the big brother in the picture. I'm pretty sure he will die very soon, because he is just stupid. I'm sorry. He's just a stupid brute. And yes, he was sent off to Khan Village in the idea of taking him out of the fight, to make sure he survives by those supporting him, who in many ways seems to be more clever than he is. So they possibly try to stir him later on. But that gives other persons like Princess Renna and her brother, the small one, the option to cause an accident, if you know what I mean. Just guessing, they may try. Which brings me to Khan Village. So he was sent to go there and gather informations. The way he commented it later on by saying that they what was it? Oh, I didn't write it down. Hurry the handling of Khan Village, something like that. Sounds way more that he will attack. So like go in, raise it down, burn the village, and question the villagers by force. Which very likely he will have to do, because I'm sure they will not give him the answer so easily as he thinks. Which brings me to Khan Village again. So we have a huge war there. We have a army, a group of goblins, which is not at all as powerful as what he has. He has 5,000 men, that's a lot. But they do have some big guns in there quite a while now. They do, I guess, have the Naga still there, the Naga wizard. I'm not sure if the Naga wizard will be there somewhere else. The question is if Lupus Regina is there. She is meant to be kind of the supervisor of this village to defend it. I mean, she could possibly handle this army alone. I'm not sure, but I guess. The I think this might be possibly the even more interesting fight than the big one. The big one is happening in Katze Plains. By the way, Katze is a word in German which means cat, just saying. So it's a bit weird for me to see the name of these plains. I remember that those plains were swarming with undead. This is where undead were kind of automatically created. So I guess it might be a benefit for Lord Ainz. Maybe his undead troops will get like a boost or anything. The army of the Real-Size Kingdom, I don't know how much it is, but it sounds like they're about like 20,000 or something alike. The Imperial army is 1.5 this size, so 50% more. And as far as we know, the Imperial armies in the past were meant to be stronger in the meaning of better disciplined, armored, trained, whatever, so they would have an advantage. But then I guess you shouldn't underestimate people like Dronov, who, as it was mentioned, is worth around about 1,000 men, which is quite a number. Sure, a bit of praise here, but I mean, the people of the Real-Size Kingdom possibly have more heart in the fight, I guess. So just from that, I would say the battle would be more neither equal. Then we have Lord Ainz jumping in. He's meant to do like a starting shot of the battle. I guess it will not. The question is, what will he do? Will he do some fireworks? Or will he be like, oh yeah, I can pose. Okay, let's call a meteor strike. Battle is over. You know, like, I don't know, hailstorm. Everyone's dead. He has, if you remember the fight against Scholtier, this effect where everything in, I think it was like 5 kilometers around, dies instantly. That's a world spell, and he can do it once a day, I think. So, yeah, I will start the battle. Battle's over. All are dead. He could do that. Or he could just do a nice light. Everything is possible. So, I ask, or he could do like a dominate on everyone, possibly. And they will all be on the ground. So the question is, in the end, will Lord Ainz allow the fight? That is the only question. Is he interested in a real fight? He brought a little bit of an army as well, some undead knights. Just, I don't know, 100 of them. And we remember the last episode, the 4 mercenaries from the Empire said, who were the best fighters of the Empire, as far as I understood, except for the mage and stuff alike. Those 4 said, if we all work together, we may bring 1 down. Possibly not, but it might be possible. 1, the 4 strongest fighters. So they're around 100 now marching with Lord Ainz. So who the heck is going to stop that? No one is. It's just over. There is no battle needed. So only question, will Lord Ainz allow a battle or not? And if so, what for? So I kind of hope that he's doing like an area effect or a dominate, anything like that, to just show off and show that he has the bigger balls, although he has none. And then I guess the Real-Size Kingdom will just fall to their knees and have to bear loyalty. Sorry, I have no idea. So this is where we're going. There's, by the way, still the option, which I thought about, that this may be not Lord Ainz. I mean, we do still have someone guarding a vault. Maybe it's him again. Although I guess it is him. And I picked this picture, this picture here, because that is kind of the fear I have, that there will be no more gathering of those 3. And I really like them. They're a really interesting and nice group of people. Lord Ainz had quite a bit to do with them, so I hope maybe his memories will get a bit the better out of him. That's it for this time. Next time we see utter destruction of an army or complete fall. And an interesting fight, hopefully, at Karn Village. As I said, I kind of hope that this will be the more interesting fight to come. So until then, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.